Hello, welcome back to my channel. So glad to see you. Today my video is about the many gifts you receive when you follow your intuition and your higher self. My guides had asked me to use some of my examples of my life and share them with you, and it might help you move on and start finding your own truth or tapping into it. So before I go on, I want to thank all of you who subscribed. I really appreciate it. All of you who acknowledge my videos, share my videos, like my videos, leave me comments. I really appreciate it. And so now, let's see what the situation is. And realize that some things I'm always going to repeat. I'm sorry for those who diligently watch these, but everything needs to be repeated. It's kind of a summation of a lot of the videos that I've already talked about, but it's very important for you to listen, especially if you are full of anxiety, if you're depressed, if you're sad, if you just don't want to live anymore, you just think life is miserable, then it is so important for you to listen to this whole video, because I'm going to share what you can get from it, how it'll benefit you, by giving you examples of me, how it benefited me. So yeah, I was raised in a very negative family. I used to be one of the most negative people that walked this earth. I used to try to find friends who I could complain to, because complaining to me made me feel better. Why would complaining make me feel better? Because it's what I'm used to. Females who get abused by men, they hate it, but they do it over and over again because it's what they're used to. It's because you've been abused at home. I mean, we're comfortable in our misery because it's what we're used to. And I went to a therapist, and my therapist used to say that, you need to love yourself. That didn't feel good. I had a hard time even going out with boys that were nice to me because that didn't feel good either. So if you were ever wondering why women go out with those bad men, it's because it's what you're comfortable with. It's what you're used to. So with all of that being said, well, you can move beyond all of that, because also you are going to find out, hopefully by the end of this year, mostly everything I tell you is going to come out on the news, and all the truth is going to come out. So really, I'm helping you to help yourself now, so you don't have a nervous breakdown when all the truth does come out. One day I looked into the dictionary or somewhere about the word conspiracy, because people would call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever. And I'm like, no, I know it's true because I was told it was true, because I believe what I'm told. So whatever. Do you know I found that the word conspiracy was created by, the word is the Cabal. It's Cabal. Those are the evil forces that have run the planet for thousands of years, okay? So it's them. They run your presidency, they run the government, they run the money, they run your health, they run everything. And why are they here? For power, money, and control. All the people that want to have power, money, and control join forces with them. And that is the corporations, the banking system, the pharmaceutical companies, the medical institution, your doctors, your lawyers, your school system, your churches, your pastors, your ministers, all of them are involved. And some of them might not be knowingly involved, but hard for me to see that. So every single thing you've learned, as I said before, is not true. God created the planet. God is not someone to be feared. When you walk around and say you're God-fearing and you think that's the greatest thing in the world, that's the worst thing in the world. Why is it that so many religious people are miserable, are judgmental, are sad, are depressed, are pedophiles, are suicidal, are angry? Is that the way of the world? No. Something's wrong with religion if you don't feel love, if you don't feel love for other people, if you separate yourself from everyone, if you are angry, judgmental, God-fearing, if you believe in heaven or hell, it's not true. Adam and Eve, not true. Jesus coming here to die on a cross for your sins, not true. So, and the funny part about it is you already know this isn't true, but it's so buried deep inside of you that you don't remember. The planets are the word is, the planets influence you and everyone else. Your path of your life is the time of your birth, and all the planets and how they were configured at the exact time of your birth, how they fit in a chart. That's your life right there. You want to know about your life? Go hire a really good astrologer and he'll tell you. Everything's been based on power, money, and control. And so the Cabal and everyone behind them only care about money. They don't care about your life. They've geoengineered our weather patterns. So, the heat that's been going on around here, drying up our land and killing out our crops so you'll starve. Sorry, people, that's the truth. The storms and the floods, the rain, all of it, geoengineered. So take the word global warming and shove it out the window, because it's not global warming. Turn off the news until you find out that the truth is coming through. Until then, it's all propaganda. Medicine, pharmaceuticals, cancer is not the end of all ends. It is not a death sentence. But all of you are so wrapped up into the medical field. Think about it. Have you ever been healed from a medical person? No. You think you're healed. What do you have? Drugs, pharmaceuticals that are tampered with in laboratories and made to create other issues. It tells you right on television, right on the news. Not on the news, on commercials. If you have a skin problem, take such and such. Your skin will be clear, but you might die, you might have a heart attack, you might get liver disease, you might faint, you might throw up. Think about it. Why would all of that come added on to your pharmaceutical commercials if it was all poisonous? Because that's what it is. Your food, fluoride for your teeth, sunscreen for your skin, everything that they promote and sell in the stores, stop buying it. Because you're feeding them money and you're staying their puppet. Because I've said this in another video, and if you missed it, you need to know that you are your own creator. So God is just creator, source, energy, who created you and gave you his creator abilities. So each one of us is our own God. And religion will tell you otherwise because they don't want you to know. All these beautiful churches you've given the money to build. So anyway, think about it. You go to church every Sunday, you follow the rules, and yet you're judgmental, you're angry, you're sad, you're depressed. They don't equal, people, do they? No, if you were being taught the truth, you would be blissful, you'd be happy, you'd be loved. You would know that there's no separation. You would know that you could have whatever you want. You know that you can manifest money, gifts, health. You could heal your body because you weren't supposed to be sick in the first place. So I'm going to give you some examples of what happens when you release the lies, turn off the news, and only follow your intuition. Not your friends, not the books, not anything else. And if you've got to watch television, use it as entertainment, but not to influence you to be fearful, to worry, to be stressful. Because if anything that you watch creates that, turn the damn thing off. Because this is what happens with that. Okay? We're energy. Energy is love energy or fear energy. Everything on the planet you're related to, you're connected to. We're one. I am you, you are me. You are one with nature. You're one with the sky, all the elements. You're one with everything. So when you are depressed about a thought, then everything that's depressed, every person that's depressed, every animal that's depressed, and think about cows and chickens that are slaughtered and they're extremely depressed. All of that energy is floating around the atmosphere and you're drawing it in. So if you're depressed and you go, I can't get out of it, it's because you think negative thoughts and you keep pumping yourself up with all this negative energy. And it's strong because how many billions and billions and billions and billions of people that are negative and depressed are you drawing into your body? And then you wonder why you have a hard time not being happy. Maxine says, read affirmations, say positive things, and you all go, yeah, right, sure. Well, that's the answer. Because on the opposite end of fear energy is love energy. So you can draw the love energy to you. And I am is connected with God's source energy. It's very, very powerful. I am rich, you will become. I am happy, you will become. I am sick, you will become. I am depressed, you will become more of. Do you see? That's it. So, I'm just a person who is geared to say to myself, hey, if there's a better way for me to do something, I'm going to do it. And this is who I am. This is why I know what I know. This is how I found out about a lot of things. And I'm here helping you because, like I said, I used to be Miss Negative and now I'm anything but. So when the newspapers used to be out there and, some of you use them for ads on what's on sale, what can I buy on sale? Well, guess what? You don't need that because all you have to do is ask and receive it. Say, I want to buy this at the grocery store when it's on sale. I want to buy this new outfit. I want it to be this color. I want it to look like this, and I want it to be on sale. You see, everything that you want it in detail. You express it in detail. Whether you use your words or just your thoughts, it doesn't matter because everything is heard. And then you don't worry about it. You want a job? You need a job? What kind of job do you want? Not, I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, Indian chief. I want to work where I'm free. I want to work where I talk to people. I want to work where I don't talk to anyone. Stuff like that. You don't have to say what the company is or what the type of company is. And then, bam, when that job is available, it'll appear in front of your face. Because that's how you're gifted. Remember, this video is how you're gifted. But what you're gifted with is what you ask for. So you're also given what you don't want because you think it. You see? So stop thinking what you don't want. Stop thinking how you don't want to feel. Stop telling yourself what is hard. Because if it's hard, it's hard. Because you think it's hard, it's going to be hard. You think it's easy, it's going to be easy because that's what you believe. So, because of this, you've been brainwashed, you've been indoctrinated to believe all the false beliefs. And therefore, because you're your own creator, you've created it yourself. So, you believe that you have to work for everything that you want, so that's the only way you're going to get it. If you stop that belief, you don't have to work. If you believe all relationships create pain, then all your relationships will create pain. But love is not pain. Love is power. Love is healing. You can heal yourself with love. That's just an indoctrination to make you believe that love is miserable, love is awful, and then because you believe it, you keep drawing miserable, awful love to you, and then that's what it is. That's everything. That's everything. That's everything. Your food is poisoned. So stay away from processed foods. Stay away from, stay away from animals. If you can't stay away from animals, you will eventually, because you're going to be forced to. Because trust me, if God is my witness, you'll be sitting down one day eating that steak and you're going to have a stomach ache. And you're going to think it's the steak. And then you're going to have another steak and you're going to have another stomach ache. And then you're going to go, maybe I can't eat steak, so I'm going to eat this. And then you're going to eat that and you're going to have a stomach ache. That's what's headed your way, people. I'm warning you now. You need to start thinking about going vegan because we don't need to eat our animals. Our animals are us. They're connected to you. Some of you are animals or have been animals. Some of our animals have human souls. Believe it or not, that's true. So you stress over being late to work or being late to a doctor appointment. Now, if the doctor is available, then when you drive in your car to that appointment or take a bus or whatever, it'll be easy breezy. If they are running late or they're behind, you will run into traffic. You'll run into stoplights. You'll run into anything that'll keep you from getting there as quickly as you're trying to get there because the universe is talking to you. They talk to you all the time. Where they're saying, hey, slow down. They're not there yet. Be aware of everything that goes on around you. And when you're challenged, know it's a message for you. Other people challenge you to show you what you have to change about yourself. If you have bad relationships, don't say you have bad relationships because your thought creates more of it. So now, if every relationship you've had was rotten, miserable, awful, then even if it was, act like it wasn't. So it won't be. Because you feed that into your brain and you create more and more of what you think. So only think good thoughts. Don't worry about your future, your retirement, your money. Bullshit. Don't worry about that stuff. You create your future. What do you want? That's what you'll have. You visualize it, you trust it, you believe it, you put it out there. Done. Let it go. There's laws of the universe. Everything I tell you is a law. Karma is a law. If you are rich and you hoard money and you hate to get rid of it, part with it, or anything, your karma will be about money. You can come back to this planet in a third world country, homeless, whatever, without money, because you didn't learn the value of it. So every single solitary thing is karma. You don't have to kill somebody to get karma. You don't have to lie to, well, let's not go there because that'll do it too, but I'm thinking of something more dreadful. Cheat on somebody, karma. You all want, oh, you're going to get it. You cheated on me. You're going to get it. Well, guess what? They might not pay for it this lifetime, but they're going to pay for it in another lifetime, just like you do. If you cheated out of somebody or cheated a spouse or abandoned someone, then you will come back and deal with abandonment issues, with cheaters, with liars, with all of it. So stop judging people. Stop blaming people, because no one's to blame but you. You created it. You deal with it. You let it go. You realize it. You send it love. You release it. You change. Simple. Now, I think I began, and if I didn't, I'll repeat this. I am connects you with God, source, energy. Very powerful. So I am happy. If you're miserable, you say it over and over again, and then you will be. I am abundant. You will be. But opposite, I am in pain. You stay in pain. I am miserable. You stay miserable. Do you see the power you've connected? I am. Do not say I am sick. Do not say I am in pain. If you don't want to be in pain, I am pain-free. You will become pain-free. You've got to practice these things. So, I'm here to tell you, the gifts that you get, that's part of it. You have the power to heal yourself. You have the power to manifest all the money that you want. You have the power to lose weight, to stop aging, because you stop telling yourself that you do all the negative things that you do, or you've done, or you've heard. You stop it. Bam. Right now. Stop. Right now. Only positive words come out of your mouth. Nothing negative. And know that you can do it. Stop worrying about it. Let it go when you want to manifest something, and it'll come. But if you worry about it, and worry about it, and worry about it, you offer up another law, the law of resistance. So I've tested it. I tested it on dating sites. So I would say all men are cheaters, liars, and scammers. Go on the dating site. Every man I would connect with, it was a liar, cheater, scammer. Liar, cheater, scammer. I said all men are awakened. All men know about unconditional love. All men are pleasant people, truthful and honest. Go back online and then connect. And what did I draw to myself? Men who are awakened, who are spiritual, who believe in unconditional love, understand it and know it. That's it. I would, one day, I don't know why I even did this. I didn't even know that it made this connection. I said, parking places are easy for me to get. Something motivated me to say it. I don't know. But do you know I manifested that for the last 30 years. I never even have to worry about going anywhere and finding a place to park. Because if I go to a street fair and 500,000 people are there, do I say, well, I can't go there with my car, I'll never find parking? Oh no, because I always find parking. I just go. I drive around, I kind of try to feel where's the best, should I turn right, should I turn left? I turn and bam, Someone is pulling out. There, I got a spot. This has been going on for over 30 years. It's not a miracle. It's not luck. It's because I manifested it. Miracles are things that you manifest. Things that you ask for and you receive them. You know? Clothes. Diets. Oh my gosh. Money. Mechanics. Shoot, you know what? Now when my car needs to go to the shop, I get guided. I mean, that's how advanced I am, and that's where you can be. I can wake up one morning and some voice will say, "Go to the repair shop. Your car needs to be worked on." Really? Well, I did hear some noise. I did think it was kind of strange. So, already, if you're sending me to a shop that I need to get my car fixed at, it must be on the verge of falling apart. Because I kind of ignored that noise that I heard. And because you know I hate waiting, everyone's going to be available to help me. Why do they know this? Because I tell them specific details. Everything is detailed. Everything. So, anyway, lo and behold, I drive to my friend. He can't fix my car. He gives me a mechanic that he trusts. I go to the mechanic. He comes out and he says, number one, he's not busy because they know I don't like to wait. Number two, they take my car and ride away because I don't like to wait. Number three, they come out and they go, wow, it's a good thing you brought your car in because this part was just about ready to be loose and fall into your engine and blow up your whole car. But you came just in time. We can fix it, but we need it overnight. Now, these mechanics don't live close to me. They lived well, they didn't live in their shop, of course. Their shop was 30 miles from my house. And I'm like, how am I going to get home? How am I going to get my car back? We're going to drive you home. We're going to pick you up when your car's ready. Do you see? I get things taken care of easily. Because why? I follow my guides. I follow what they tell me. Not the paper, not other people, not statistics. Bullshit. You know, it's like when I sold my home. I put it up for sale. I had all this stuff visualized, how it was going to work out, how it was going to be. But sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to because it's not supposed to. It's not to your benefit. That you think it's your benefit, but it's not. So none of it happened. I had my house up for sale for 6 months. I had 2 people in 6 months. The economy was way down. Unfortunately, when I sell my homes, the economy seems to have dropped. But whatever, I always am in a situation where I bought it at the right time so I don't lose money. So it's not buku amounts of money I could get, but it's not a loss. So in any case, I took my house off the market, and I don't know, 4 or 5 months later, a voice told me, sell your house. I called my realtor. The realtor says, okay, Maxine, but you know the economy's even lower. It's even worse since we first started to sell your home. And so we need to, list it for less money. And I said, no, you're going to list it for more than I listed it the first time. Because that's what I was guided to do. Do I trust the economy? No. Do I trust the news? No. Do I trust my realtor? No. Do I trust my guides? Yes. They are all knowing. They know everything about you, everything that you need, everything that you want, everything that you desire. So, he's like arguing with me, and I said, don't argue with me. Do it. I'll find another realtor. Okay, Max, we'll do it. He comes over. Sunday, puts the for sale sign on my lawn. The next day, actually, the next 7 days, 15 people came and looked at my house. Now, mind you, it was 2 in 6 months, but my guides told me to sell it now, and 15 people showed up, and a buyer was there, and I sold my house. Bam, just like that. So I'm packing and getting ready to move. I was divorced. My ex-husband left me the house and all his crap in it, all his important paperwork from the military that needed to be shredded. I must have had 2,000 pieces of paper on top of trying to find an apartment, trying to sell my stuff, trying to go to work. And one day I'm like, how am I going to shred all this paper? I need to shred all this paper. How am I going to do it? My guides heard me. The next day I come home from work, I turn on the radio, and bam, first thing on the radio. Do you need a shredder? Did you know that XYZ company shreds your stuff for practically pennies on the dollar? Just call your local, it's Goodwill, I couldn't remember, Goodwill, and see which location does your shredding. I got on the phone, I called them, $6 to shred as much paper as you wanted to shred. Do you see? I'm always guided. I'm always led. Now, I get a voice. You might not get a voice. It doesn't matter how you get it. Just know that you will. It's a gut feeling. It's a thought. Sometimes, like when I'm looking for my apartment, I was looking on Craigslist, and I said, am I going to find my apartment on Craigslist? No. Well, how am I? It's a Max. You know how it works. Did it keep me off Craigslist? No. So it was getting so close, I had to call in sick one day. And I had found a place like 4 days before. I fell in love with it. I thought this had to be it. But mind you, I'd asked for a different neighborhood. This was not in that neighborhood. Now, in my mind, that was it. That was the place. But it wasn't the place. I didn't get it. I was upset, and then I thought to myself, oh, well, that must not be the place. There must be a better place. I don't know where it is. That's why I called in sick, because it was getting close, and I thought I'd already found it. So I called in sick, went on Craigslist, drove to this neighborhood that I really wanted to live in. That's where I looked at all these places. They were all trash, junk, dumps. And then my head gets turned like this. And I look down the street as quickly as I can because I am driving, and I see this complex, big, tall building. I don't know. I'm the type of person that doesn't turn around and go back. It's difficult for me to do that, but I thought, oh gosh, I have to turn around and go back. And I did. And bam, that was the perfect place. I walked in this apartment, and everything that I wanted when I owned my home was there in this 1-bedroom apartment. Yeah, miracle. You could call it a miracle. Was it a gift? Well, I guess you could call it a gift. It was what I manifested. It's what I asked for in detail. People detail. So every single thing comes to you like that. In detail. Well, it doesn't come in detail. It comes when you're detailed with your wishes and your wants and your dreams. So visualize it, ask for it, receive it, and know that the world is getting better no matter how bad it appears. Heaven is here on earth. We're on different dimensions. I'm on the heaven dimension. You're possibly on a lower dimension if you are living in fear, anxiety, stress, suicidal, depression. You are living the lie. You are not living reality. And folks, this is why you feel it, because it's not true. When you hear things on the news, if it makes you angry, it's a lie. When you hear something on the news and you feel distressed over it, it's a lie. So don't listen. Don't subject yourself to the lies and the propaganda that's on this planet in the form of commercials, in the form of news flash, and all the negativity that's flashed around you constantly. Live the truth. Follow your gut. Say only positives. And create magic for yourself. Then you will see the elementals like I do. I see them now in holographic form across the street. And I'll tell you, it's not in daylight. It's like as the sun begins to set, or if it's already set, a specific light, I walk right into the next dimension. And then I can see them all across the street at the people who live over there, playing all over the front of their yard, dancing, singing, kissing. There's animals, there's dogs, there's everything. They're here right now. I don't see them because it's too light out, but you don't see them at all. There's a lot of things you don't see because you have no awareness of it. So the trick is to love yourself, heal yourself. Don't go out trying to find yourself any kind of relationship while you're healing yourself and loving yourself, because you'll just continue to attract another lesson. Don't worry about hurting other people's feelings, because then you're saying to yourself that their feelings are more important than you. You don't love yourself. You have to love yourself. Watch my video on if you do this, you don't love yourself, because all of you think you love yourself and all of you don't. So if you want the stores to deliver you clothes that you want on sale in the colors that you want, in the designs that you want, then visualize it. Tell your guides piece by piece. Be specific on every single thing that you want, and then let it go, and it will come in a thought. You will be guided to go to a specific store. That's how it works. You know? You want an animal? You don't want to pay the exorbitant prices? I mean, these shelters charge hundreds and hundreds of dollars for animals. These animals, please, if they really cared about these animals, they wouldn't adopt them out for hundreds and hundreds of dollars for only the rich people to get. You want an animal? The one that's right for you, put it out into the universe, exactly what you want, it'll show up. Hey, there might be a day that you're driving down in your car, you might have all of a sudden a thought to go to a specific store, maybe, a K store, or maybe a 7-Eleven or the grocery store, whatever, and you don't even need to buy anything. But guess what? There's somebody there for you. You either need to give them your energy. You just need to go, well, I didn't meet anyone, no one talked to me, but I spread out my loving, healing energy to somebody here who needed it. That could be the reason. Or that dog you want. You might stand in line. There might be a lady in front of you who's talking on the phone about a dog that she's trying to get rid of. And she's describing this dog in full detail, exactly the dog that you want. You tap her on the shoulder. Hey, I'm looking for that dog. I'll take it. Bam, you got your dog. Don't question your thoughts. Don't question your intuition. Don't question any of this stuff that you are guided to receive. And these are entrances and gifts ready to be given to you. So that's my message. So please share my videos, like my videos, comment on my videos so other people who find them feel comfortable listening to my messages. That is so important, because this is my gift to you. I am knowing these things because I am alien. So don't fear aliens. There's plenty of us on the planet. There are people here who have come back and forth from Earth to maybe gone to Venus, Mars, Neptune, Pluto, back to Earth, back to those planets. And there's people like me who come to Earth from the stars. We have sojourned on all the star nations. We know about the technology. We know about the truth. We know about all of these things. And we all volunteered to come here. I do not need to be on planet Earth. If it was up to me right now, I would leave tomorrow. Shoot, I'd leave right now. It is very dense here. It's very difficult to be here. And it's getting better, and the energies are lightening up, and people are awakening. That's a good thing. But in the meantime, you still need to be educated. You need to know the truth. You need to know that everything's been based on power, money, and control. You need not worry about your future. You create your future. You need not to worry about being sick or getting a disease, because if you worry about it, you bring it to you. You've been taught over and over again that find out what your parents have. Find out what your family has, because that's what you're going to get through genetics. Another lie, people. Everything boils back to what you believe, you create, you draw it to you. Do you see it? Are you seeing the pattern? You've been taught that germs are on shopping carts. A lie. You're taught that antibacterial soap gets rid of bacteria. You need that bacteria. Lie. You're taught that sun gives you cancer, so you need sunscreen. Lie. The ingredients in sunscreen will give you cancer. Everything that you've been taught, everything that's bombarded on the news, every single solitary thing is a lie. L-I-E, lie. So, stop listening. You know what I know. You haven't awoken to it yet. In the meantime, while you are on your path of awakening, follow your gut. Follow your guidance. Follow the first thought that comes into your head. Follow your intuition, and you can raise your vibration and live your truth and see how Earth is unfolding into heaven. That's my wish for you. That should be your wish for you too. Thank you, and have a blessed day.